just finished breakfast. Cannot even finish all of it. I had again Filipino breakfast: tocino, beef tapa, and some and garlic rice. We are going to Pompeii today. We're in Naples, and we're gonna have a tour around the ruins of Pompeii, and we will take you with us. We have a very lovely background on the board.
We're sitting here on the promenade, and I love you can see just like Vesuvius in the background,
Yes.
in the port. I don't know if we have any other cruise ships docked next to us. We just see some ferries, and then there's Naples. And here we are, finishing our breakfast, and then we'll be on our way soon.
Yep. Off the ship and going to our bus that will take us to Pompeii. It's a warm day today, so we'll try and keep ourselves hydrated as much as possible. So today we are group green. Group green. There. Morning.
So they dropped us off at this place, Sicily, where we had to watch a demonstration. And obviously they took us to the shop, but the good thing is they have some restrooms there.
Yes.
So take advantage to use the restroom. I assume there's not going to be any in Pompeii.
We're inside the ruins.
It's already very hot. Got some water. And yeah, now we're waiting for the tour to start.
We're going to first see the big theater, which used to house the gladiator show for about 20,000 spectators. And they have recovered this from the ashes. So we'll have the view of the Vesuvius in this theater. Oh, it's wonderful. It's just literally giving itself or showing itself. The biggest theater is not accessible for the general public at present, but there are pictures about the reconstruction that she's going to show us. Inside, the decorations are made of marble, and it's a horseshoe shape, which is typical of all the theaters in the past. So this is the smaller theater now that we're seeing. The seats are very, very narrow, if you can see. It's divided into upper and lower. The shopping district or the streets of the old Pompeii, where people gather. It's like their high street. So the big blocks are actually used for people to cross the street because they didn't have like a proper drainage system. So they help the people pass through when it rains heavily. The numbers that we see on the buildings are not original numbers from before. They're only placed by the archaeologists who dug the ruins just to help identify parts of the ruins.
Stores.
It's a combination of their, you know, old stores, shops, just this general community city life. The servants live in the upper floor while the owners live in the lower floor. So this is one of the remnants of the restaurants in Pompeii, and one distinct feature of it is you can see the little holes there because it used to house big vases to contain water and wine. They apparently mix their water and wine because the wine was too strong, and so when people want to go to the restaurant, this is their landmark to find one. These are the houses of the wealthy in Pompeii, and the inscriptions that we see are actually names of electoral candidates. So we're going to see the original decorations of the house, and we're not allowed to touch them, obviously for preservation purposes. This is the atrium of the house. So this is one house of a wealthy family in the olden times in Pompeii. It's very huge. They have benches outside these houses where, ordinary or poor people actually stay out to ask money from the rich people. The atrium of the house that we saw earlier is the main centerpiece of the house, wherein they collect, the drainage of water. These are the depth of how they do the plastering before. So this is the bare wall, and this is the plaster thickness. So it's very thick, it's very strong. This is their previous library, where they stole the scrolls, the papyrus of the ancient times. These are some remnants of the human skeletons or occupants of this house buried during the volcanic eruption of Mount Vesuvius, which were uncovered during the excavation of the ruins. Stable of the house. So that's where they keep the horses, their chariots. The carts are original. This is the servants' quarter of the house. It's a bit more tight to go through, and there's less decorations. Obviously, clear, obvious division of the classes of people at that time. So now we're walking back to the old street. Look at how big their so-called cobblestones are. Amazing how these architecture are actually made by manual labor without the formal education of engineering.
Thanks to the Mount Vesuvius, it was like a hell at the time.
Yeah.
But they were like all covered by
Ashes
and lava, and now here we are, hundreds of years later, and one of the most
seeing the beauty of it. It's a shame that people probably have suffered those years, but this is the story of history. The concept of sliding doors is not very new. They've used it to close their shops. Those are the aqueducts of Pompeii, and the mosque is the landmark. This is where people actually wash themselves because they didn't have, obviously, bathrooms. So they convene in a large bath, and they meet here for social gatherings. People before were not really very tall, about average 1.60 meters only. The heat produced by the terracotta pipes in their restaurants or in their cooking, they direct it to the floors to create heating. Brothel of Pompeii. Interesting. So she said we can still see some erotic scenes in the brothels.
This is the red light district.
Yes. Oh my gosh, there's an erotic collection of the museum from the brothels here.
Now you're interested.
You're interested. It was made for men anyway. Square of the Roman Forum. It's beautiful. Biggest square in Pompeii where all of the big gatherings happen, and just behind us is Mount Vesuvius.
So this is where it happened when the volcano erupted. It will all have come down here. They would have seen it coming here.
That is the magistrate of the court used to sit. The ancient statues are so huge. This is our last view before taking the exit back to our service coach. It was a hot day, but it was very interesting, and the structure was marvelous, really breathtaking, and how much of it is left?
Still intact. This was the
Oldest and the most intact representation of the Roman city. And that's why it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so it is protected, and hopefully further generations can still see its beauty. Ciao for now! Just came back from our morning tour, and look at me, I'm all sweaty Betty. We decided to drop back in the ship. It was a short walk from where the bus stopped or dropped us, and we're just gonna do a little bit of a dip in the pool for not for very long, and then we're gonna head back out, this time on our own and on foot, because we are going to try the Napoli pizza. This is the casino. It's empty now because it's a port day, so that's why we are able to take some images of it. That's how it looks.
Outside of the port. There she is, beautiful sun princess. And here is Naples. So what we're going to do is walk around a bit, but our main goal is to try, obviously, the famous margherita pizza. So we found a place that should have the best pizza. So we're gonna find a place and we're gonna try it. See if it's really
The name.
exactly. So when you come out of the port, you see the Castel Nuovo, the new castle, and then up on the hill, which you have seen when we docked, because the ship has a beautiful view to this. It's the Castel San Elmo. Here you see the back of our ship. This is where we were earlier in the Lakeview pool. So this is the other side. Oh, now suddenly it goes green. We only have like 3 seconds. It really feels like old Naples, and then you have like an old church inside with a little shrine. I like it, I really do.
Me too. It is a charm, rustic.
Yeah, that's what Naples is. It's so quiet as well.
Napoli. Welcome to Napoli. This is Napoli.
All the streets are.
With time, like the world is changing around it, but the structure and life itself in the middle of it is still authentically Napolitan. Complex of Santa Chiara specifies the all spaces outside the complex, and the basilica is the responsibility and property of the municipality of Naples.
Oh, here's pizza. Look at this. Okay, this is it.
The folded pizza.
Show.
Yeah, open it.
Okay, you take the first bite.
Very good.
Ratio tomato sauce, cheese.
It's good. It's a good combination of the cheese and the sauce. And you can taste the smokiness of it being oven baked.
That's really good. Yeah.
This is Napoli.
In front you have this old library.
You're familiar of the books of Dan Brown? In one of his books, I cannot specifically remember which one, but he had a reference to Dante Alighieri, who is one of the world's greatest, and he is the author of the Divine. That is his statue right there. It's awesome. It's amazing.
So we were really thirsty. We made a pit stop at this place called Green Stop for some
Like a
granita, but with orange flavor. It's how is it?
Very refreshing.
Yeah,
And icy.
it's so hot right now. So this does a lot of wonders.
My most favorite of them all.
Let's see.
Oh, I missed you so much.
Yeah, a little sweet. So I have vanilla and crema di com. Let's try the vanilla first.
You like it?
So there are 3 ships in port today. The Ida ship, the MSC Divina, and the beautiful Sun Princess.
We had a very beautiful day in Naples and Pompeii. Actually, Naples surprised us more than anything. We didn't really expect so much from the port, and we've heard that it's quite rough to tourists in general, but it surprised us. Every little nooks and corners we saw something really interesting, and I kind of like personally the rawness of it. It makes it Naples essentially. It's like times have changed, but it stood still with time. So it was beautiful day, but it was so hot. I think in most of the med. And so we were really exhausted by the end of the day. So we've canceled our reservation at the main dining room, and we're just going to go to the buffet, take it easy. Probably we won't be doing a lot for dinner, post-dinner activities tonight, but we'll keep you updated as much as we can.
on the dance floor, and I was like, good golly. So I believe you, but that's not what he said. What did he say?
He said the baby's asleep. Let's cuddle.
Yes! But that's not a match! Unfortunately, that is not a match there, but we love your eyes. Samir, let's give it to him! That's a match! Well done! I mean,
I'm having my gelato, pistachio, and stracciatella. I gotta pronounce it.
Okay, second round.
And we're gonna watch the Cats Duo. Acoustic.
Okay.